everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video from Out on That Line. I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be reacting to the song Overkill by Colin reunited with Men at Work from something called Choir, Choir, Choir! Exclamation points. Overkill is another cheat for me. I am familiar with the song, intimately familiar with the song now, because this song took over my summer. So Overkill was a song that a friend of mine randomly played for me at one point while we were talking about Men at Work. So this friend was like, to wet your beak, let me play you a great Men at Work song. And that was Overkill. And I was hooked. I'll be curious to see what y'all think, especially our Australian contingent, because with all the recommendations in the comments, Men at Work hasn't come up once. And I was told Colin is an Australian treasure. Who knows? Feel free to correct me, tell me like, no, we hate Men at Work. Or if you love them, and maybe it's just an oversight, who knows? But I'm curious to see what this live version is gonna be like, so let's get into it. Colin reunited with some version of Men at Work. This is Overkill at Choir, Choir, Choir. There we go.
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication of diving in too deep, possibly the complication, especially at night. Worry over situation. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day it reappears.
I missed the sax there.
Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear.
I love this line.
Goes to appear and fade away. Between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day it reappears. Shows the fear, goes to fear and fade away. Come back another day.
wow. So first of all, I guess I figured out what choir is. That's really cool. I have to assume they do that with other artists. I have to find that. What's cool about that is it didn't change the feel of the song for me. Like, this is a total weird anecdote, but I remember it was golden hour and I was driving by myself to meet a group of friends and I had this song on and I just got hit with this wave where I was out of time, out of geography, out of my own head. Just like the song was the only thought I was having. It was like moving through me. And I remember at the end of that coming back to reality and being like, I don't remember driving this distance. There's just like a magic to this song. There's like a melancholy to it, but there's a real brightness and a beauty in the sax, which obviously isn't in this version. And Colin Hay's voice is like a brass instrument. That's never more evident to me than in the studio version, which I realize I'm not doing here. But the album version, you know, it starts, I can't get to sleep. And it starts off like that until the very end, and then he takes it up the octave. I can't get to sleep. And it sounds, oh, that way he flips into it is beautiful. And the first time the chorus hit, like, I will be totally honest, I had some minor reservations about the acoustic aspect of this. I was like, oh, an acoustic version, which means no horns, and all the other stuff that really makes me enjoy the song a lot. Okay. And then, totally out of the blue, the chorus hits. Had no idea it was coming. What a nice surprise. I love when you can still be surprised by something that you know like the back of your hand. This was a really fun version of a song that I hold dear. And I'd love to check out more choir stuff. I think that's a must. That's a really interesting idea. And again, to not just our Australian fans, but to anybody who has any insight on Men at Work and Colin Hay, and where he ranks in the pantheon of Australian artists, go ahead and get in the comments and give us a little education. I'm Alex, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.